Today we're making one of the best South Indian food combinations, Pulivitta Kuzhambu, which is a spicy tamarind-based sauce that's served with rice, along with chow kootu or chayote squash stew on the side. So let's get cooking. We're chopping 2 Indian drumsticks into large pieces like this. Drumsticks are the fruits of the highly medicinal moringa plant, followed by roughly chopping 1 medium-sized tomato. We've taken 1 lime-sized sphere of tamarind. You can substitute with half a teaspoon of tamarind paste. And we're going to soak our tamarind sphere in 1 cup of hot water for at least 10 minutes. While that's happening, we're going to start working on our sauce or korambu. In a pot on medium-high heat, we're adding 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, half a teaspoon of mustard seeds. Once the mustard seeds begin to crackle, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of chana dal or split chickpeas, 2 dry red chilies, 7 to 8 curry leaves. We're then going to add in our roughly chopped drumsticks, a 1/4 teaspoon of hing or asafoetida, and our tomatoes. We're also adding a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 2 teaspoons of sambar powder, and we're going to mix all of this really well and cook everything for around 2 minutes. This recipe comes together very fast, but the flavor is just incredible. After 2 minutes, we're going to add in our strained tamarind water, followed by another cup of hot water. We're now going to mix everything really well while making sure to deglaze the pan. We're then adding 1 teaspoon of Kashmiri chili powder, which will give a vibrant color to this korambu or sauce. Kashmiri chili powder does not have much heat to it. We're going to salt this to taste and bring this mixture to a boil. We're then going to boil our korambu for around 10 minutes or until we cook out the raw smell of the tamarind. We're adding 1 teaspoon of jaggery or brown sugar to balance out the sourness from the tamarind. Here we're making a quick slurry with 1 tablespoon of besan or chickpea flour with 1 cup of water to thicken up our sauce or korambu. We're going to whisk this to make sure to get rid of any lumps. We're now going to slowly add in our slurry to our korambu while mixing continuously. We're going to allow our korambu to simmer for 5 minutes while we work on a very interesting tempering. In a pan on high heat, we're adding 1 teaspoon of sesame oil, to which we're going to add 1 tablespoon of sun-dried turkey berries or sundekai. This is definitely an optional ingredient, but if you happen to get your hands on some sundekai at a Tamar store, I highly recommend you try them. They're a medicinal berry or fruit high in iron, and they add a lovely sour, salty, and bitter flavor to this dish that just complements the korambu so well and elevates it to the next level. We just want to cook our sundekai in the oil for around 2 to 3 minutes or until it gets roasted and darker. And we just want to pour this over our korambu. For our chow kootu or chayote squash stew, here we have taken 2 large chayote squashes and we're going to peel them. If your peels are not tough and thorny, you can save them to make chutneys. Let me know if you'd like to see a video on this. We're then going to de-seed our chayote and dice them. We've taken a pot on medium-high heat to which we're adding 1 cup of water, half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, and we're just going to add in all of our chopped chayote squash. Mix everything well and boil covered for around 10 to 12 minutes on medium-high heat or until a fork passes through a chayote squash with ease. While that's happening, we're going to work on the coconut paste that's going to make up the gravy for our stew. For this, we've taken 1 cup of fresh grated coconut in our mixer grinder, 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, 1 dry red chili, half a cup of water, and we're going to grind all of this till smooth. Here we have half a cup of moong dal that we cooked with a little bit of turmeric, and we're going to add in our ground paste that we just made. Mix the two together to form a smooth mixture. We added a quarter cup of water to our mixer grinder to make sure we don't waste any of that delicious coconut paste. It's been 12 minutes and our chayote squash has cooked through beautifully. We're going to salt this to taste and add in our coconut paste and lentil mixture. Once again, we want to make sure to mix all of this really well to not have any clumps. And we're going to simmer this on medium-low for around 5 minutes. While our kootu is simmering away, we're going to work on a flavorful tempering. In a pan on high heat, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of refined coconut oil, half a teaspoon of mustard seeds, half a teaspoon of cumin seeds, 1 dry red chili, and 8 to 10 curry leaves. And we're just going to give this a couple of seconds till it gets fragrant and the chili and curry leaves get all toasty. After which we're just going to pour this tempering on our kootu. This is a classic South Indian meal where a spicy, flavorful sauce or korambu is paired with a soothing, nourishing, and creamy stew to balance all the flavors out. This is truly one of my favorite food combinations, and with some crispy papad on the side, this just tastes like heaven. I have other delicious kootu recipes on the channel if you'd like to check that out. And please like and subscribe for more such videos, and I'll see you next time.